Hello, this is Willie from the Ozarks, and it is April the 5th, and we're ready for lesson 95 in A Course in Miracles Workbook for Students, which is I am one self united with my Creator. I am one self united with my Creator. Okay, before we read that, and it's a long lesson, and I intend on reading it through, I might read a sentence or two twice for clarity, but I'm not planning on making any comments this time. I just want to read it and want to still kind of see if we can get our class done in about 15 minutes. And this is a lavender that I just ate some leaf, and I tend to, instead of go to all the trouble of getting lavender oil and aromatherapy and all that, which I think is cool stuff. I tend to just find herbs and eat the leaves. Anyway, I just got one I'm going to be putting out. It's got little blooms on it already. I thought that was real cute. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that. All right, so yesterday, our lesson, I am as God created me. I hope you got a sense of reaching that place where you saw yourself as the Son of God, or you reached the Son of God in you, that place. It says in, I am as God created me, I am his Son eternally. Now try to reach the Son of God in you. This is the self that never sinned, nor made an image to replace reality. This is the self which never left its home in God to walk the world uncertainly. This is the self which knows no fear, nor could can't even conceive of loss and suffering and death. Wow. So did you connect with that part of yourself that can't even conceive of loss or suffering or death? Wow. Nothing is required for you to reach the goal except to lay all idols and self-images aside. Go past the long list of attributes, both good and bad, you have ascribed to yourself, and wait in silent expectancy for the truth. That's what we did yesterday. Did you make some headway? Did it become what is known as, he called it, a giant stride in your self-realization, as Paramahansa Yogananda would put it, a milestone in your a milestone in learning the thought system which this course sets forth. A milestone. So this is a big, I'm asking you, did you see do you recognize how much you're reaching for? And breathe in a nice agreement of success, and that you are exactly where God wants you to be, that you are exactly as God created you. All right. Hey, now I wanted to tell you something about the lavender. Before we read our lesson 95, I am one self, united with my Creator, I want to tell you one more thing about lavender. Lavender has a long history of being used for calming. Any kind of uses that people use it for, lavender has a sense of just calming. So, it's used for the aromatherapy. That's a really nice thing to do. And if you make teas out of it and stuff, it has a lot of calming qualities. So that's been the history of it. All right, let's look at I am one self united with my Creator. And like I said, this lesson will be basically me reading this to you. I think, if it's not the longest, it's one of the longest. I think it's the longest lesson in the book. It's almost 3 pages long. So let us read. And like I said, I won't be making any comments, I don't think. I think I'm going to really try to just read it. I am one self, united with my Creator. Today's idea accurately describes you as God created you. You are one within yourself and one with Him. Yours is the unity of all creation. Your perfect unity makes change in you impossible. You do not accept this, and you fail to realize it must be so, only because you believe that you have changed yourself already. You see yourself as a ridiculous parody on God's creation, weak, vicious, ugly, and sinful, miserable, and beset with pain. 2. Such is your version of yourself, a self divided into many warring parts, separate from God and tenaciously held together by its erratic and capricious maker, to which you pray. It does not hear your prayers, for it is deaf. It does not see the oneness in you, for it is blind. It does not understand you are the Son of God, for it is senseless and understands nothing. 3. We will attempt today to be aware of only what can hear and see and what makes perfect sense. We will again direct our exercises toward reaching your goal, your one self. We will again direct our exercises towards reaching your one self, which is united with its Creator. In patience and in hope, we try again today. 4. The use of the first 5 minutes of every waking hour for practicing the idea for the day has special advantages at the stage of learning in which you are at present. It is difficult at this point not to allow your mind to wander if it undertakes extended attempts. You have surely realized this by now. You have seen the extent of your lack of mental discipline and of your need for mind training. It is necessary that you be aware of this, for it is indeed a hindrance to your advance. 5. Frequent but shorter practice periods have other advantages for you at this time. In addition to recognizing your difficulties with sustained attention, you must also have noticed that unless you are reminded of your purpose frequently, you tend to forget about it for long periods of time. You often fail to remember the short applications of the idea for the day, and you've not yet formed the habit of using it as an automatic response to temptation. 6. Structure then is necessary for you at this time, planned to include frequent reminders of your goal and regular attempts to reach it. Regularity in terms of time is not the ideal requirement for the most beneficial form of practice in salvation. It is advantageous, however, for those whose motivation is inconsistent and who remain heavily defended against learning. 7. We will therefore keep to the 5 minutes an hour practice periods for a while and urge you to omit as few as possible. Using the first 5 minutes of the hour will be particularly helpful since it imposes firmer structure. Do not, however, use your lapse from this schedule as an excuse not to return to it again as soon as you can. 8. There may well be a temptation to regard the day as lost because you've already failed to do what is required. This should, however, merely be recognized as what it is: a refusal to let your mistakes be corrected and an unwillingness to try again. 9. The Holy Spirit is not delayed in his teaching by your mistakes. He can be held back only by your unwillingness to let them go. Let us therefore be determined, particularly for the next week or so, to be willing to forgive ourselves for our lapses in diligence and our failures to follow the instructions for practicing the day's idea. 10. This tolerance for weakness will enable us to overlook it rather than give it power to delay our learning. This tolerance for weakness will enable us to overlook it rather than give it power to delay our learning. If we give it power to do this, we are regarding it as strength and are confusing strength with weakness. When you fail to comply with the requirements of this course, you've already made a mistake. This calls for correction and for nothing else. 11. To allow a mistake to continue is to make additional mistakes based on the first and reinforcing it. It is this process that must be laid aside. It is this process that must be laid aside, for it is but another way in which you would defend illusions against the truth. Let all these errors go by recognizing them for what they are. They are attempts to keep you unaware you are oneself. They are attempts to keep you unaware you are oneself, united with your Creator, at one with every aspect of creation, limitless in power and in peace. You are oneself with your Creator, at one with every aspect of creation, limitless in power and in peace. 12. This is the truth and nothing else is true. This is the truth and nothing else is true. Today we will affirm this truth again and try to reach the place in you in which there is no doubt that only this is true. Begin the practice periods today with this assurance, given to your mind with all the certainty that you can give. I am oneself, united with my Creator, at one with every aspect of creation, and limitless in power and in peace. I am oneself, united with my Creator, at one with every aspect of creation, and limitless in power and in peace. I am oneself, united with my Creator, at one with every aspect of creation, and limitless in power and in peace. Then close your eyes and tell yourself again, slowly and thoughtfully, attempting to allow the meaning of the words to sink into your mind, replacing false ideas. I am oneself. I am oneself. I am oneself. Repeat this several times and then attempt to feel the meaning which the words convey. You are oneself, united and secure in light and joy and peace. You are God's Son, one self with one Creator and one goal, to bring awareness of this oneness to all minds, that true creation may extend the allness and the unity of God. Repeat this several times, I am oneself, and then attempt to feel the meaning which the words convey. You are oneself, united and secure in light and joy and peace. You are God's Son, one self with one Creator and one goal, to bring awareness of this oneness to all minds, that true creation may extend the allness and the unity of God. That true creation may extend the allness and the unity of God. 17. You are one self, complete and healed and whole, with power to lift the veil of darkness from the world and let the light in you come through to reach the world the truth about itself. You are one self, complete and healed and whole, with power to lift the veil of darkness from the world and let the light in you come through to teach the world the truth about itself. You are one self, in perfect harmony with all there is and all that there will be. You are one self, the Holy Son of God, united with your brothers in this self, united with your Father in His will. 18. Feel this oneself in you and let it shine away all your illusions and your doubts. This is yourself, the Son of God Himself, sinless as its Creator, and His strength within you and His love forever yours. His love forever yours. You are one self, and it is given you to feel this self within you and cast all your illusions out of the one mind, which is this self, the holy truth in you. 19. Do not forget today. We need your help. your little part in bringing happiness to the world. Do not forget today, we need your help, your little part in bringing happiness to all the world. And heaven looks to you in confidence that you will try today. Share then its surety, for it is yours. Be vigilant. Do not forget today. 20. Throughout the day, do not forget your goal. Repeat today's idea as frequently as possible and understand each time you do so, someone hears the voice of hope, the stirring of the truth within his mind, the gentle rustling of the wings of peace, the gentle rustling of the wings of peace. Your own acknowledgement you are one self, united with your Father, is a call to all the world to be at one with you. Your own acknowledgement you are one self, united with your Father, is a call to all the world to be at one with you. To everyone you meet today, be sure to give the promise of today's idea and tell him this: you are one self with me, united with our Creator in this self. I honor you because of what I am and what He is, who loves us both as one. You are one self with me, united with our Creator in this self. I honor you because of what I am and what He is, who loves us both as one. You are one self with me. You are one self with me, united with our Creator in this self. I honor you because of what I am and what He is, who loves us both as one. I am one self, united with my Creator.